Hey, hey, crochet. I think it's only 3 things. I've been doing it for a little bit now, and I'm not an expert, so if you know of other stuff, let me know. But I think it's only 3 things. Sticking the hook in, putting yarn over the hook, and pulling the loop out. And I think it's just those 3 things in just different combinations and knowing where to stick the hook. And of course there's techniques like how to hold the yarn and to hold your work and the tension and how tight to do it, which hooks to use for different thread, that sort of thing. But I think in general, to do just like really bad crochet like I do, you only have to know 3 things. Sticking the hook in, yarning over, and pulling a loop through. Let me show you. Okay, so here we've got a little project I'm working on. It's horribly ugly. I'm sure it sucks, everybody. But you're probably new to crochet because why would you be watching this if you knew what you were doing? But, so let's say you've got something. And I'm telling you, it's 3 things. So what's the first thing most people learn? They learn, oh, to chain, right? So first you yarn over. That. Okay, you just learned, like, that's 1/3 of crocheting is yarning over, right? Or, you know, like, it's crazy. And then you yarn over, and then you pull the loop through. You just learned, that's 2/3 of crocheting right there. Probably the hardest part is sticking the needle in, because look, you can just chain forever. You know, these are horrible chains, but I'm just doing this. I'm going to pull it all out. Don't worry about it. So you see, look, yarning over, and so, or sometimes it's more like you go with your hook around more than you yarn over. But that's like 1/3. It's like 1/3 of what you need to learn. Just once. Yarning over, and then see how the little hook like pulls through there. There you go. That's 2/3 of it. So you know how to do 2/3 of all crochet by that. So the third part, the hard part, sticking the needle or the hook or the needle or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, the crochet hook in. So with crochet, you get these little V's. That's how they were described. See how they kind of look like V's? A single crochet, just like the standard most basic crochet. What is that? Well, you stick the needle in, they say to the next stitch. You see how that goes under both sides of the V. As far as I can tell, that's the right way to do it. You see how it just kind of goes in there? There you go. That's it. Now you can do it. If you can do that and you can chain, you're good. Because watch this. A single crochet is yarn over, pull through, so you pull the loop through, and then yarn over and pull it through. You just did, like, that's a single crochet. You just did it. And you can put that through. You see under both sides of the little V, and you see, and then you yarned over, and then you pull the loop through, and now you're done. And oh wait, no, you're not done with the single crochet, because you got to yarn over again, but you already know how to do that, and then you pull that through both those loops. And you're like, well, yeah, that's great. Single crochet is only 3 things, but a double crochet. You know, I see a double crochet. So double crochet, you yarn over, and then stick the needle in, and then yarn over, and then pull the loop through. Okay, yarn over, pull the loop. Now, pulling the loop through, you have to pull it through just 2 of these. You don't want to just pull it through 1. That's something else probably. You pull it through both. Okay, and then you yarn over, and you pull it through 2 again. That's a double crochet. See, you just did it, and you see it's just those same 3 things. It's just in a different order. So let's do another double crochet. Not because that's what this calls for, but because it's easy to do. So you yarn over before you stick the needle in, the hook. Stick it in, yarn over, pull it through that. Now yarn over. Now pull it through 2. No, see, no, what happened? Okay. And if you mess up, all you have to do is undo it till you get to a point where you can do it again. Yarn over, pull through 2. And if you're bad like me, it takes a while. And now you pull through 2, and now you have 2 loops. Yarn over, you did it right. You know how to do that. Yarn over from back to front, and then pull through 2 loops. Now you just made another double crochet. Okay. So you're like, okay, but that's just 2 things. Okay, so far, knowing those 3 things is all you have to do. But, okay, so what else you got? What about a half double crochet? What's a half double crochet? No one knows. Wait, no, you can look it up. So for a half double crochet, you stick the hook in, you yarn over, you pull through. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's a half double crochet, so you got to yarn over before you stick the hook in. Then you yarn over, pull through, and then you yarn over, but instead of just going through 2, you go through all 3. There you just did a half double crochet. See, it's the exact same thing, just in a different order. Pull the loop through, and depending on how far you pull the loop and how many times you do it, that is all it is. So let's see, hold on, let me find a tougher one. Okay. What about this? DC2 together. So that's probably double crochet 2 together. So look, yarn over. So they explain it because it's like, okay, sometimes you're looking at a pattern, it tells you different things. Stitches, chain, double crochet, decrease, increase, single crochet, slip stitch, yarn over, yarn over. DT2 tog, I think it means together. So look, yarn over, well, you know how to do that. Insert hook into the stitch, yeah. Pull up a loop, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. Counts as 1 stitch. Look, it's just those same 3 things over and over again. Yarning over, inserting the hook, and pulling the loops back through. So let's do one of those. So like, I have no idea what that means. Well, the instructions, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch indicated. If you read through it, it makes sense. It tells you where to go. Okay, then it says now pull up a loop. That doesn't mean just like, it means do that, yarn over and pull through, because it's quicker than saying yarn over, pull up. So pull up a loop, pull up a loop, you yarned over and pulled the loop through. It's pretty easy. Now yarn over, pull through 2 loops, it says. Okay, so pull through 2. Now we'll yarn over, and then it says insert the hook. Now sometimes what you want to do, for this particular stitch, you go to like the next one. So sometimes you want to do it in the same stitch and it'll tell you that. Other times you want to go to the next stitch. So you stick it in the next stitch. And it says pull up a loop. And then, okay, so how would you pull up a loop if you didn't yarn over? There's no loops to pull over. So you gotta yarn over. That's what it means. Pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then it says yarn over and pull through 3 loops. You're like, wait, how did you know how many loops I was gonna have? Oh wait, there you go. It's all just yarning over, inserting needles, and pulling the yarn back through. Oh, I just chained. Okay, I just chained. Okay, I can just sit here and chain for a little bit. I need some more. And then, I want a single crochet in this thing. Okay, well, stick your there and yarn over and pull through and then yarn over and, okay, well, I don't know what that stitch would be, but that's just something. There's probably some stitch for it. So, see, it's just those 3 things in different combinations. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know how to crochet and I kind of want to learn, just learn 3 things. Yarning over. There you go, you're a third. You have learned a third of how to crochet. I mean, mechanics, not techniques. Like obviously hold it, how high, how tight you do this. Pull through. That's 2/3. and then sticking the needle. And you can just stick the needle wherever, and you're like, look at this, I'm crocheting. Look at that, I yarned over and I pulled through, and it's amazing. I just did this. I'm crocheting. It's like, well, yeah, you're not really following the pattern, but you're totally crocheting. So don't be too intimidated by it. It's just 3 things. Knowing where to stick the needle. I got another one. What about a front loop only single crochet? What does that mean? Front loop only. Oh wait, that just means when you stick the needle in, you instead of going under both parts of the V, you only go under the front part of the V. And it's a front loop, and then you yarn over, pull through, yarn over. There you go. Front loop only single crochet. Front loop up right there, single crochet. And you could do a double crochet like that if you wanted. Front loop only double crochet. Front, boy, that's bad. See, look, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's all about technique. Front loop only, pull through 2, pull through the other 2 there. Front loop only, single crochet. What about back loop? Back loop only. You probably are figuring this out. Back loop only means instead of going underneath the whole V, or just going underneath that, the front, this is the back loop. No, wait, I think I went too far. I think I went under too much. So I think this is back loop only. So I mean back loop only, some single crochets here. So if you think of everything in terms of just these like 3 things, you can figure it out. It's about figuring out where you stick the hook, when you yarn over, and how many things you pull it through. Because you could jump way over here, and you're like, I'm gonna slip stitch this over to here. Okay, well, slip stitch is just yarning over, and then okay, watch. I'm gonna leave all this in because it's junk. So let's say I want to slip stitch. They're like, go 6 down and slip stitch it. You're like, okay, so I'll go 6 down or whatever, however many that was. Shove that under both parts of the V. Yarn over. Pull that through without catching too much. Why is that pulling there? Okay. Sorry, it's wool. And then a slip stitch just means instead of yarning over again, you just take this loop you've already got and you just pull it right through. There you go. There, I slip stitched like 4 away. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but you could. You could build something like that, make something like that. So it's like slip stitch 6 away. I've never even heard that before. Like, well, it's just those 3 things. It's got to be just those 3 things. That's all it can be. So what does that mean? So don't be too intimidated by it. It's 3 things. And if you know how to chain, you've already done 2 of them. All you gotta know is where to stick the hook. Is it there? Is that right? No, that's probably not right. Is it here? No, that's probably not right. Is it right there? Oh, that actually might be the right spot. But let me pull this out. Okay. So I need to do a bunch of single crochets on this, so let's stick that in there, pull that through, stick it in, yarn it over, pull it through, yarn it over, pull it through, single crochet. See, just over and over. And there's like a million things you can make if all you know is how to do a single crochet. And most other stuff, it's just trying to read the patterns. It's just trying to figure out what it means. Sometimes they're not super clear. Oh, there's another one I need to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, see, I'm going to put 9 and 10. I'm going to decrease. So a decrease is you do this. Oh, did I explain it? Shove that in, yarn over, pull it through 1. Now, before you do anything else, just shove it in the next one. yarn over, pull through, and then go through all 3. That's a decrease, or at least that's a single crochet decrease, as far as I'm aware. I may not know what I'm talking about. Go check some other videos. They'll explain it much better. And see, and then you go back to a single crochet, another single crochet, and you see what happened there is these 2 got pulled together, so it's 1 stitch on top. So now it's 1 less stitch on this row than it is on this row in this section. And if you do that several times as you're going around, then it decreases the whole row by a few. So there you go. Anyway, crochets, that is my crochet for dummies, because I am a dummy, and you can see making some ugly junk, but this is all that technique. It's just those 3 things over and over again. There's a bunch of double crochets in here, and then there's like a single crochet in here. So it's like doubles, singles, doubles, singles, doubles in there. Kind of makes that pattern interesting to me. It's just 3 things. 3 things. That's all you gotta know. You know what? It's getting hot out there. Stay cool.